Welcome to the intellectual battle. This is a hypothetical debate between two historical figures. A simulation, but scripted with maximum fidelity to the concepts and history of each character. Our goal is neutrality. The only winner here is your knowledge.
General Bonaparte, it is an honor to debate with a commander of your stature. However, I beg to differ with your premise. The foundation of a government is not the power of one man, but rather the law. Sovereignty resides in the people, and their will, expressed through voting and the Constitution, is the only force capable of guaranteeing lasting freedom.
General Washington, your faith in the vote is admirable, but naive. Popular will is like the wind, fickle, scattered, and weak. The order and glory of a nation require a single leader, capable of seeing the battlefield before the people even understand the map. Efficiency is only achieved under total authority.
Efficiency, without checks and balances, is merely accelerated tyranny. You conquered Europe and, in the process, replaced chains of kings with your own. The true test of a leader is not his ambition to command, but his humility in submitting to the power of precedent and written law. My greatest victory was returning my power to the people, not accumulating it.
Return power. And what has the people done with this gift? They have created a slow and contentious political machine. Their debates and elections last for years. My decrees are immediate action. While the American Congress drags on, I reorganize nations and forge empires. The Republic is a swift ship tied by 1,000 ropes.
Our ship may be slow, but yours, General, sailing towards an inevitable iceberg, driven by your ambition. The slowness of democracy is the price of prudence. The check and balance protect us against the overzealousness of a single man, however brilliant he may be.
You speak of prudence. I speak of destiny. The French people yearned for a guide who could transform the chaos of the revolution into something tangible. I was the nation's sword. You were content to be the scribe of principles. I became the architect of modern Europe.
And how many bricks of this architecture were made with the blood of its own citizens? The greatness of an empire is often proportional to its loss of life. The republic seeks peace to flourish, while the dictatorship needs war to justify its existence and its power.
War is the engine of history. General. A strong army, united under a single command, is what guarantees sovereignty. Not ink on parchment. The army's primary role is the conquest of glory and the imposition of the national will, not guarding ballot boxers.
I disagree. The supreme purpose of our army is to be the servant of the Constitution, not the master. It is the bulwark that defends the principles of the people, not the whip that forces them to obey. You have turned your soldiers into instruments of a solitary ambition.
It is the burden of total responsibility. When I died, France wept. When you died, America held a respectful funeral and continued debating who had the greater impact. A man must be able to create a legacy so vast that his absence is felt across continents.
General, I preferred to leave a legacy of structure that allowed me to be replaced, rather than a cult that could only lead to chaos after my departure. The ultimate test of good government is peaceful succession. How does one replace an emperor, if not with violence?
Violence is inevitable, but succession by lineage or by force guarantees, at least, that the successor will be as audacious as the predecessor. Your peaceful succession by vote may deliver power to an ordinary person, a coward, or a weakling. The strong have no time for debate. They act.
Strength and audacity are excellent in battle, but dangerous in the cabinet. The man who rises through military merit should be the first to fear unregulated power. Where are the guarantees that his successor will have his wisdom and not just his hunger?
I created the Napoleonic Code, a legal framework that transcends man. Even my successor must bow to my legal genius. It is a strong system that makes mediocrity less dangerous. Unlike your constitution, which depends on the virtue of men, and virtua general is a rare thing.
And what about natural rights? It is not your laws, but the inalienable rights of man life, liberty, pursuit of happiness that are the basis of a just state. Your law is a gift from the emperor. Our liberty is a birthright that the government merely protects.
Natural rights? Empty words to a starving peasant. I gave them bread, stability, and national pride. A free man who is hungry is not truly free. Dictatorship provides lunch. Democracy, a complex menu of laws he cannot afford.
Bread is temporary, general. Liberty is the sustenance of the soul, and your national pride was built upon the oppression of other nations. The liberty that is worthwhile is that which is not obtained at the expense of others. Your empire was a gilded prison for many.
The price of civilization is subjugation. You built your republic on a vast land and forgot that it already had owners. All empires, general, have dirty hands. My difference is that I did it quickly and with unparalleled style.
And therein lies the fundamental difference. You seek personal glory. I sought stability for a newborn nation. Your system says, I am the state. Ours says, the state is the people.
And who organizes these people? Your belief that men of different factions and scattered wills can unite through mere debate is the most dangerous utopia of all. Force is the only language that Europe and politics understand.
No. Reason is the language that free men learn to use. When force is the only argument, peace is but a brief interval between wars. You are a magnificent commander but a temporary ruler.
Temporary, perhaps, but significant. History will remember the one who acted, not just the one who debated the principles. And its borders were only secure because they were far from my reach.
So be it. We shall see which of our legacies will withstand the test of time. I chose to leave a model of service limited to power. You chose to embody power. Freedom is more enduring than any crown a man can place upon himself.
So be it, General, but at least we agree that to govern, one must first win. And my victory was being. Remember, that's the man who dared to be the sole master of his destiny.